Hi all, Plantside Agent here. Today we're going to take a look at my 450 milliliter brew kit using the Boundless Voyage Moon Lander titanium alcohol stove. So if you're interested, stay tuned. Okay, let's get started. This is the second video I've done on a 450 milliliter brew kit. The first one, I built it around the Fancy Feast alcohol stove. The contents are exactly the same, but this one, as I said in the intro, is going to use the Boundless Voyage Moon Lander style alcohol stove. So let's go ahead and I'll show you what's in here. In fact, I will put links to the previous video that I used the Moon Lander plus all of the, Fancy Feast, plus all of the Moon Lander videos. I've got, I think, 5 or 6 of them now, different, the 2 different Moon Landers. The other one's the large one. And then I also have a link to my playlist of cook kits also in the description, so if you want to chase any of that stuff down. So anyway, somebody made a comment about using the Moon Lander in this small pot, and I thought, yeah, I wonder how it's going to work. I think when I first got this small pot to build a brew kit around, I thought I might be able to fit this one in there, but it's just a hair too big. This is a larger one. Like I said, if you're interested in these, just go down to the description and you can follow the links. So anyway, go ahead and take this out of a sack, this little pot. Say this is a 450 milliliter titanium pot, but the practical limit's 300 milliliters. These are marked, which is a little over 10 ounces. So for me, 300 is about as small as I'm going to go on a brew. I think anything less than 300 milliliters or 10 ounces is really, to me, it's kind of a waste of time to bother with. But if that's your thing, then that's your thing. You might be able to, I don't know, you might be, anything smaller than this, you might have to come up with some other stove burner scheme to get it all crammed in here, because this one is just about as small as I can go, at least with the Fancy Feast or this small Moon Lander. So anyway, nice little pot, titanium, has a lid lifter that stands up, so it's not going to flop down on you. Okay, inside, see the contents all crammed in there. I have the snuffer, which the Boundless Voyage didn't come with a snuffer, so I took a lid from a Fancy Feast cat food can and trimmed it down a little bit so it would fit inside the pot stands of the stove. And this works out pretty good. Just swing this out, and I've used it. It works fine. So anyway, that's the snuffer, and I recommend a snuffer. Okay, and also in here I've got a tea bag. I have a stirring stick that I made from a popsicle stick. I had to cut it down because I wanted it, this is as big as it would go and still fit inside the pot. So, and if the Boundless Voyage does come with a stuff sack, and that all fits inside the pot, obviously. Inside the stuff sack I have a microfiber cloth that you can use for wiping up or to hold the pot holders so that you don't burn yourself. That all fits in there. Take the stove out, and I have a 2-ounce pill bottle. I'm an over-the-counter one, since it doesn't have the safety lids. Will fit inside the burner cup of the stove along with a mini Bic. A regular sized Bic is just too big for this setup, and really this is all you're going to need. I mean, this is going to give you more brews than you can. It's going to give you a lot of brews, okay? So then it fits nicely in here. Just 2 ounces is plenty. I say 2 ounces, 300 milliliters. It's going to take less than an ounce for each brew. So this is probably going to give you, maybe 3 or 4 brews out of. And then here's the pot. The pot stands fold out. The legs fold out, which is really nice. Keeps it up off the ground. Gives it pretty good stability. So And another reason you're going to get a lot more brews out of this than you will, say, out of the Fancy Feast with this amount of fuel is that these stoves are real good when you pour your fuel in. If you have any excess after your boil, when it cools down, it pours back in the fuel container very nicely. So that's something. So you're not wasting any fuel. Where with the Fancy Feast, you're pretty much going to have to let whatever fuel you put in there run out. And it becomes a guessing game. You know, you'd figure it out over time how much to put in to get about a boil to save on your fuel, and then you just have to let it run out. So one of the advantages of going this route, although this one cheap. So anyway, that's then I do have a windscreen. Throw the pot on here. Make sure it's all stable where you guys can see it. The one thing I found out with this, the windscreen, I cut out a Foster's beer can, punched some holes in the bottom, and these work really well for windscreens. I've used this style in several of my cook kits, but I noticed with this one the only problem is that the windscreen, this windscreen is as tall as it would go and still fit in, below the lip of the stove or pot, and it's just a little too low. I think you would get some wind protection, but it'd be better if it was up another inch or so. I guess you might be able to stick this on a stick or something to raise it up, or I might just go ahead and make one out of foil. I think I can make it out of foil and still keep it inside and get all the contents back inside. So I'll play with that later. I won't do a video on it, so don't wait for it. Let's see what else we got on this. But like I say, nice little brew kit. I think it'll do the job. Can't really think of anything else to say on it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.